Okay, so we're starting a nice child's pose, arm extended out. We're gonna go ahead and stretch out to the left. A nice side body stretch. Bring it over to the opposite side. Taking those nice deep inhales and exhales as we go. We're gonna press this up very slowly into a tabletop. Just kind of begin to get your bearings, start to move around a little bit. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a nice twist, sending the right arm up, stack it on top of the left shoulder, and bring it down. Just go ahead, nice and easy on the other side. One more time on the right side, big stretch. This time we're gonna thread the needle, right arm goes underneath, fingertips reach as forward to the left as possible. We have a couple variations here, just feel into the stretch, maybe bring in a little balance like I'm doing here. Make sure you're using those left obliques to counterbalance. Slowly undo this side. Nice big inhale as you open back up and switch to the left side. Big inhale and go ahead, thread that needle. Relax the upper body weight. Don't be afraid to let yourself fall forward here. Using gravity to open up that shoulder and that scap. Keep this side even with what we did on the other side. And we'll go ahead back into that nice tabletop. So we're going to bring out the arms a little wider than our shoulders. Bring the right shoulder down, left shoulder down. This is just some mobility move. Go at your pace and go at your mobility here. And we'll go back into the center. I'm going to go into some cats and cows. I'm going to rotate to the side here in a moment just so you can kind of see the flexion that we want in that spine and in that heart. So that's our cow. Nice big exhale for cat. Tuck the chin in, pull up through that sternum and that belly button. So take a few of these. Exhales cat, inhales cow. Feel free to take some movement. Now here we're going to go into some rolling cats and cows. A real big opener for pretty much, I think it's the whole body. So we're going to seal here, send the gaze up, drop the hips, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Then we're going to roll into that cat and sit the hips all the way back, child's pose. So now we're kind of familiar with this movement into cat, drop the hips down, open up the chest, shoulder blades are down. So kind of go at your own breath, go at your own pace. So we want to bring the mind into the body here. Feel every single movement. Really pay attention to what's happening in the pose. This is a really nice opening, really nice warm up here. I'm going to rock the head from one shoulder to the other. Just open up the neck a little bit. And slowly bring it all the way back into that tabletop. I'm facing you again just to kind of demo our next little piece. We're going into that plank pose. And again, we're going to have the arms a little wider than shoulder width. We're going to do a scapular flexion, so just squeeze the shoulder blades together and rotate again so you can see. Keeping this movement just into that scapula area. So you're pressing and contracting. Great. So now we're going to go ahead and move this laterally. So still have, you want those fingertips facing away from each other, arms wider than the shoulder blades, and we're going to roll laterally, but still keeping this kind of scapular rotation. Kind of see this nice healthy movement have going on. Go ahead and replicate that. And we're going to go ahead, if you haven't yet, switch sides. And press it back down into a child's pose. I'm going to take a saddle here, toes together, knees out wide. Trying to sit down to the heels. If you can't sit to the heels, take a block or a book or a pillow or something. You can sit onto that block or pillow. Bring the shoulders up by the ears, roll them back. So we're just really warming up the body here. Don't know how stagnant we've been today. Take that nice big inhale, reaching up. Squeeze the shoulders together, open up the heart. So kind of think of the cats and the cows again. As we inhale, tuck the tailbone in, round through that scapula. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders together. Find that nice big arc. Follow that breath. Exhale here. And I'm going to inhale the arms up. I'm going to bring that right arm behind the back. Nice big tricep stretch. Maybe you keep the arm there, or maybe you bring it behind for that bind. Seeing if you can bind the fingertips. If you can't bind the fingertips, that's okay. You can still get this shoulder stretch here. We'll go ahead, reset. Inhale back up. And exhale to the left side. Try to keep this side even what we did on the other side. And we'll go ahead and switch. Reset, roll out the shoulders, and you get into the traps here in the neck. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Just place that right hand on the left side of the head just for a weight. Not really pulling down. Really keep this left arm nice and straight. So you're pulling down through that left shoulder. You can bring the gaze in towards your armpit, and I'll bring the chin in towards the chest. Really feel that nice big opening. Roll the head from side to side as you release. We're gonna go to the other side. It's the same thing here. Create a nice long line from that right ear. Thinking of drawing that line all the way through that right wrist. Now go ahead and kind of change it up a little bit if you like. Gaze in towards the armpit, chin in towards the chest. It's really making these poses work for us. Get into your own body. Take the expression that works for you. So drop a thought and breathe into your poses. This time is for you. Bring the chin in towards the chest for this one. Go back into your tabletop. We're gonna go into this bird dog. So you want that right hand extended forward, left leg back. Extend as you inhale, knee to elbow, exhale, round through the spine like you're in cat. Really inhale and lengthen. Exhale as you contract. Inhale, lengthen. Now open up for an awkward airplane. Really strong in the hip flexors and that core. Breathe here as you're strong. Drop that left foot down. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle here. Similar to what we already did. Drop the upper body down. If you can't quite get all the way low here, that's okay, don't worry about it. Bring that left arm back up. Exhale, back down. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that right hand down so it's in line with the knees. Stack the shoulder blades. We have this nice long line. Bring up that left leg. Nice and strong here. So moving with intention. Option here, nice opening in that shoulder, that abdominals and the quads. I love it. Bind with that left foot. Kick up into the hand and we'll release. Drop that left foot down. Walk yourself over to that left foot for this nice half front split. Go ahead, drop that body down. Upper body's completely relaxed and heavy here, no tension. Relax your head and neck and breathe. Inhale and soft bend into that left knee. Shift those hips forward, this dragon pose, amazing for the hip flexors. Really try to be passive. So you're letting gravity do the work here, pulling those hips down. If you like to, you can go into a little back bend like I am. Remember to breathe. And we'll bring it back to our tabletop. Nice forward stance pose. Everything's in line, knees with the hips. So I kind of did the same side this time, so don't do what I'm doing. We want the left arm. I'm just getting in some extra reps. So just breathe for a second as I have not yet figured out what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna figure out real soon. Oh yeah. Oops. All right, here we go. So you want that left arm out, right leg straight back. Try to be in a nice straight line. Exhale as you contract. So really inhale, lengthen those muscles. Exhale, contract the muscles. Remove that intention, really flexing with purpose. Inhale again, lengthen, and open up. Strong in the hip flexors, strong in the core. Breathe through the effort. And just send that right arm up. Inhale and stack. Get that great big twist. And exhale, thread the needle. Relax here so you can really let gravity and the weight of your body do the work, opening up that shoulder. Inhale back up. Exhale that right arm down. I'm going to walk into this nice supported side plank. Find the alignment with the shoulders and the knees and the hips as you pick up that right leg. You have the option for a bind here if that's in your practice. Remembering that inhale, remembering that exhale. And so they release, bring that right foot back down. We're gonna walk the hands over, swivel that left knee into our half front split. Find that alignment first, lengthen that spine as you inhale. You're gonna exhale, fold and relax. Upper body's heavy, release all tension there. Really feel this nice long line opening up into that right hamstring, maybe calf. Inhale up. Exhale, soften into that right knee, hinge those hips forward. Feel that opening into that left hip flexor. maybe into your right hamstring. Option for your back bend. Keep this side even, but we did on the other side. And we're going to slowly walk up from that pose, walk yourself back into that tabletop. Reset, do what you need to, find your own movement here. I'm going to go to the side again so you can see what we're doing for this next part. We're going to go ahead and hover those knees. So curl the toes under, lift those knees up, keep that nice flat back. Strong in the core, bring the right knee to that right tricep. Left knee to the left tricep and back. Breathe here. Right knee, right tricep and back. Left knee, left tricep, back. Right knee, right tricep, back. Left knee, left tricep, back. Nice. Warmed up that core. Press it back into your downward dog. We want this to feel like a resting pose. Press that chest in. Hips are up high. Relax the head and neck. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Just go ahead and find some movement in your downward dog. Just play around here. Maybe go into your tips of your toes. Feel this nice big opening. Again, we want to feel like a resting pose. So if you'd like to hear, go on the tips of your toes, send the weight forward, shoulders over the wrists. Kind of get the roll. We're going to go ahead, step up into a forward fold. Feet meet the hands. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Slowly rise up for that Tadasana, one vertebrae at a time. Relax the shoulder blades back. I'm facing you now. Inhale those arms up. We're going to go ahead, willow stretch over to the right. Inhale back up, willow stretch over to the left. Stretch open that side body. Inhale all the way back up. Bring those arms up. Do exhale, bring those feet wider than shoulder width apart. Exhale all the way down to the Smalasana squat. Drop those hips. If you can't quite get the hips as low as I can, you can go onto your toes or maybe sit onto a block or a stool or something here. This is a great opening for the low back. So we're going to go and twist left elbow into the left knee. You can go into bind here if you'd like to. Just kind of work on opening up that chest towards the ceiling. And we're going to switch. Right tricep, right knee. Stack those shoulders. Breathe here. Bind is optional. And we will slowly release. Go ahead, inhale, bring all the way up. Exhale, bring those feet back in. Take that forward fold. Inhale up for your halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold and relax. Step it back to your high plank. Drop the right hips down. Drop the left hips down. Again to the right and the left. And go ahead to your toes, shoulders over the wrists. Slowly lower here. Hover just above the ground for this low plank. Go ahead, drop the feet to your upward dog. Try to keep the knees up off the floor so you're using a lot of strength in the shoulders. Press it back, downward dog as you exhale. Go ahead, send that right heel up high. Nice big inhale. Bring that right knee, touch the nose as you exhale. Crunch the core as you do. Inhale, lengthen. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, lengthen those muscles. And exhale, step it through to a high lunge. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Nice and balanced. Sink a little bit into that right knee so we're nice and strong. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Everything goes up. Exhale, lower and twist to the right. Inhale, everything goes back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Open up those hands. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale into that high lunge. I'm going to lower down that left knee. Pick it up. Lower down your left knee. Low lunge. Inhale, up to that high lunge. Lengthen both legs. And we're going to drop it down to our chaturanga. That's our high plank. To our low plank. Nice, controlled flat back. If you need to, drop to your knees for that part. We'll all flow back into our downward dog. Reset here. Inhale, left heel's up high. Knee touches nose, contract. Inhale, lengthen the muscles. Contract, exhale. Inhale up. And step with you to that high lunge. Steady yourself here. Go ahead, inhale, lengthen everything. Exhale to your twists. Inhale, everything back up. Exhale, deepen and twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower everything down. Take it all the way back up. And back down. Inhale, back up. And here we're going to go ahead, step it back. You can take a different chaturanga. I would do this under the fence push-up a lot, which will break down a little bit. So you're going to go down to your forearms for a dolphin pose. From here, drop your chest down, leading with your heart as if we're going under the fence. Pick it up into the upward dog. So now we're going to go reverse. Press back into the heels, pick the hips up first, drop down this forearms, press it back. So go ahead, try a couple times. It's a huge mobility move, actually, in that spine and in the shoulders, as well as strength, a lot of strength. So just kind of play around with this awkward movement. I like to do a lot of mobility moves. We're moving on. Right leg's up high. Bring it to that left knee as you twist. Right heel's up high. Bring it to that left knee. Nice big cross. Left elbow. Right heel's up high. And step it all the way through high lunge. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Strong to that right knee. Pick up that left leg. Send the heart forward. Going into this warrior three. So you're going to keep that back nice and flat. Head in line with that left heel. Bring that left knee all the way up. And spring it back. Warrior three. Strength and flexibility here. Bring it all the way back up. Inhale those arms up and twist towards your left. Inhale back up. Twist towards your right. Balance and stability here. Inhale back up. And we'll step it back. Warrior three. Into a high lunge. Inhale, pick those arms up. Open up the heart. Exhale, your version of your chaturanga, high to low. We'll all meet into downward dog. Breathe here. Left heel's up high. Bring it to that right elbow. Exhale. Inhale back up. Bring it to that right elbow. Inhale back up. And we'll step it through to our high lunge. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. You know where we're going here. Slow transition. We want to move with intention into our warrior three. Find that stability. Bring that right knee in towards the chest as you stand up. And we'll go ahead and push it back. Warrior three. And now bring it back up. We're going to go into our twists. Bring those arms up. Fill up those lungs. Exhale that air out as you twist towards the right. Find that stability. Pick it back up. Open up towards your left. Find that twist and that stability. Pick it up. Exhale to your warrior three, into your high lunge. Exhale. Find your version of chaturanga. High to low. Strong in the core and the shoulders. Those triceps too. I'm going to go bring that right heel up high. Right knee, left elbow. Hold here. Right heel up high. Bring it to that left elbow. And back up high. Step it all the way through. High lunge. Hands at heart center. Lower that left knee all the way down. And then from there, we're going to go into that warrior three. Bring that left knee to that right ankle. Inhale back up, warrior three. Nice and strong. Slowly bring it to that right ankle. Pick it back up. Strong here. Again to the right ankle. Inhale back up. Got another one. Inhale back up. Stability and strength here. Right ankle and all the way back up. We're going to step it back here. High lunge. Inhale, open up. Exhale, find your flow. You can always skip and just go to downward dog. Left heel's up high. Hold at that right elbow. Breathe here. Bring it all the way back up and bring it to that right elbow. Strong. Back up. Step it all the way through to your high lunge. Press and inhale. Hands at heart center. Lower that right knee. From this low point, get to the high point of warrior three. Find your straight line. Bring that right knee, left ankle. Got 4 more of these at your own pace. So again, mind to muscle. You're moving with intention. You're not forcing yourself through these poses. Pause the video when you need to reset. Going back into that warrior three, into a crescent lunge. Inhale those arms up, open up the heart, fill up the lungs, and exhale strong through your chaturanga variation. Downward dog here. So we're going to bring the heels together. We're going to go ahead and put the weight into that right hand, drop the hips with grace. Find that side plank. You can drop down to that knee if you need to. We're going to go ahead, do a couple knee to elbows. Find that stability, breathe through the crunch. Now here we're going to go ahead, drop the hips all the way down, go ahead, pick it up. You don't have to pick up the leg like I am. That is an option. All the way back down, and those 3 times, back into downward dog. Breathe here. Bring that right heel up high. Right knee, left elbow. Hold at that right elbow. Inhale back up. Bring it to that right elbow. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lower that left knee all the way down. We're going to do the same thing on this other side. Heels touch, weight this time into the left hand. You can center it left hand, drop the hips, stack the shoulders. Good. Touch those elbows to knees. And good. Drop the hips and pick it up. 2 more times. Here, one variation, and rotate back. Downward dog. Exhale here. Good. Bend the knees, look in between your hands, and walk or float to the front of your mat into that forward fold. Nice. Big exhale here. Relax. Maybe take a ragdoll. Release that low back. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Reset. Halfway lift as you inhale. Create that flat back. Exhale. Release and fold. Slowly rise up for that Tadasana. No good. Face the front again for this next part. So just breathe here. Maybe take a couple rolling shoulders, a mountain pose, ground yourself again, drop a thought here, drink water, pause where you need to. We're going to go ahead and move on to this next part, hands at heart center. So strength of those hip flexors and flexibility. You want to keep the body upright here. Just bring the right leg out to the side as high as you can without leaning the body over. So again, this is strength and flexibility. Good. Bring that right leg down. You're going to bring the left leg up next. Find that nice long line and drop it down. So we're going to good open up those hip flexors, bring the knee in, roll, draw a nice big circle, almost as if you're painting a huge circle with that knee. Find that mobility in that space that you can create. We're going to go ahead and do 3 on the left. Draw circles with the knee. Now we're going to go from a static to an explosive movement. Hands at heart center. Go ahead, pick up that right leg out to the side, strong at hip flexors. Send the weight over into a side lunge. See if you can pick it back up into that flexion. And drop again to that side lunge. Inhale, back up. Again, drop to the side. Inhale, back up. And again to the side. All the way back up here and go ahead back to standing. Big exhale, reset. Go ahead to the left side, left leg goes up. Take that side lunge. Strong here, use the momentum, stabilize. Again to that side. Strong in that core. Balance. One more. I'm going to go ahead, exhale, forward fold, release it. Maybe bring the hands behind the legs just to really pull into that low back. Drop your head. Inhale, all the way back up to standing. Open up those arms, hook the lungs. We're going to take an eagle here. So right arm's underneath the left arm. I'm wrapping around that left arm and binding with the hands. If you need to, you can hug the shoulders. My right leg is going on top of my left leg as I sit into a squat. You can take a figure 4 if that's too much, or a little kickstand. Or just wrap your leg around like I am. This is going to be thinking about strength of the core. Find that nice long line and balance. You're going to bring the elbows as low as you can. Inhale, pick those elbows up high as you can. Exhale, lower those elbows. And crunch forward, elbows to knees. Strength here. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, crunch forward. Inhale, pick yourself up. Find that balance. And go ahead, bring it back into flying eagle. So this is warrior 3, but we have the bind of the eagle arms. You can go ahead and take eagle if you, or normal warrior 3 if you want to. Different variations, maybe airplane or arms shooting above the head. We're gonna go ahead and hinge at the hips, bring that right knee back in towards the chest. You can do a couple of those hip openers if you like. I'm gonna go back into our warrior 3. Stepping forward so you can see, because I'm going to lunge back. To crescent lunge. Inhale those arms up. Exhale to warrior 2. So that right foot's going to pivot to 45. Strong bend into that left knee. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. So find depth. We're going to reach that left arm back. And return to your warrior 2. Inhale back. And exhale to that crescent lunge into warrior 3. And back to standing. Go ahead, reset. Inhale those arms up. And take eagle on the opposite side. So this time left arm is under, left leg is over. Find your variation here and that stability. Find one spot on the ground maybe you can focus on. We're gonna inhale those arms up high. Exhale, pull those elbows as low as you can. Inhale all the way back up and pull down. We're gonna go ahead. I missed the crunches on this side. It's okay. Find that flying eagle. Your variation, hinge of the hips, maybe a couple of those hip circles again. And then go ahead, press it back, crescent lunge, inhale those arms up. Exhale, warrior two, pivot that back foot back and reverse, stretch back, open up the side body and back to warrior two, and stretch back and back forward. Inhale all the way up, find that warrior two. And we're going to bring it back up into standing. Good, inhale those arms up, exhale, fold, halfway lift and fold, slowly rise up. So we're going to go into a chair pose. You want to bring the toes together and the heels out wide. Go ahead, bring the hands to heart center and sit back in that chair, activate those quads, moving this into a power chair, squat even lower, extend the arms up above the head. Inhale back up to your normal chair. We're going to bring that left leg into a curtsy. Extend as far to the right as possible. Exhale, lower that right knee down. Relax everything. Inhale, pick everything up. Exhale, relax everything. Inhale, extend, really flex those muscles. And exhale, relax those muscles. Inhale, back up. Exhale, relax. We're going to go awkward transition into a warrior three again. So play around with that lateral movement. And back into standing. Reset here, going back into our chair pose. You can make this as active as you want, make it as challenging as you would like. Move into your power chair and bring it into your normal chair. Extend that right leg as far to the left as you can. Find that length, exhale and relax. Inhale, pick it up, lengthen towards that ceiling, exhale, lower, relax everything, and then flex everything up high. Exhale and lower. So I kind of missed it, but you make sure we go into our warrior three, which I'm going to redo for a second here. So if you already did it, just go ahead, just take a little chill pill as I get my shit together. Alright, we did it. So we're going to get reset. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, relax. I'm going to go to the side again so you can see the spine I'm doing. I'm going to open up the back. Squeeze the shoulders together, shift the hips forward, drop those shoulders back. And keep the bind if you can. We're going to fold forward here. If you can't quite keep the bind, you can hold a belt or a towel or something between the hands like I kind of showed here. Rinse those shoulders out. Bring the hands towards the floor. Slowly bring it all the way back up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift here. Plant those hands down. Step back. High plank. And we're going to go, if you like to, tick-tock those hips down to your low plank and press it up to your upward dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Roll that spine back. Hips up high, chest in, downward dog. Right heel's up high. Bring that right knee to that left elbow. We're going to open up here if you'd like to a wandering triangle. Stack the shoulder blades, extend that right foot out, or keep that right foot to the floor. Inhale back, three-legged dog, right heel's up high. Into awkward or traveling triangle, if that's your choice. And back up, three-legged dog. Let's thread this forward, high lunge, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale to your warrior two. Extend both legs. We're going to put a bend into that left knee. Sit it back this time to a surfer's lunge. If you can drop those hips low, drop those hips low. If you need to, you just stay into a side lunge. Nice big opening. If you have a bind, you can grab the bind around that left shin. And go ahead and pick it all the way back up. Warrior two. And all the way back. Surfer's lunge. We're going to do a couple of these transitions. Really good mobility as you kind of switch the rotation of those hip flexors. And back into warrior two in reverse. Stretch back. Reach those fingertips to the back of the room and go ahead, cartwheel those arms down. side angle. You have a bind, take a bind. I'm going to bring it all the way back up. And we're moving to half moon as an option. If not, you can just stay into that side angle. Stack those shoulder blades, hips are rotated and stacked. Bring it back into warrior two. And carve those arms down. Find your version of your chaturanga, maybe a couple push-ups, just feeling it. And press it back. So here my phone died because I'm an amateur, so we're just gonna go ahead, pretend that didn't happen, and we're gonna continue right onto the left side. Bam. Open up left side. Left heel's up high. Got the left side, awkward triangle. Pick it all the way back up, and you know you're stepping through to your high lunge. Find that mobility. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, warrior two. Flip that wrist and reverse. Back into warrior two, straighten up those legs. Drop it into that side lunge or surfer's lunge. First one we kind of have some time in to open up, find a bind, and then we're going to go ahead and flow through it. Warrior two, your side lunge, surfer's lunge. Again, surfer's lunge into your warrior two, into that side angle, stack the shoulders. Maybe have a bind. Hold this bind or the side angle, or if you'd like to transition this into that half moon pose, stacking the hips, rotating the chest towards the wall. Bring it back into that warrior two and find your flow through your chaturanga. Whatever version you want here. We'll all step back into that downward dog, bend the knees, lifting the hands. We're going to try to step through into our seat. Bam. Take a nice seat, stretch out those shoulders. From here, we're going to go into a boat pose, a good stability for the core. We have a couple variations here. So you can pick up those legs, shins are parallel to the floor. You want that back flat. You don't want to round it back, or you can extend those legs nice and straight. So the further you are within the core, the more challenging this is going to be. So just hold here, and you want to punch out through the core. You can kind of see how my core is expanded. I'm not sucking in at all. I'm pressing out with that core. So we're going to go do some toe taps. Feel free to touch those hands to the floor just as some stability as we find some movement. Now go ahead and compress. Bring the knees in towards the chest, maybe without touching the floor, and open, explode, and stabilize. Again, compress, open, and stabilize, and compress. Open here. We're going to go slowly lower again. Punch out through that core. Find that strength and breathe. Breathe up through the diaphragm. So you can find space, that retention. However long that took you, keep going if you're still going. Once we're laying down, we're gonna go ahead, bring it up into a shoulder stand. Just try not to move your head too much in a shoulder stand so we have all the weight onto our neck and our shoulders. You have a couple variations. I'm doing plow, my feet are behind my head. And I'm walking my feet to the left and to the right. Just kind of take this as a good reset. Just reverse that blood flow. We're going to make this dynamic in a little bit. So I'm going to use my weight, swing my legs forward, and I'm going to go ahead into Malasana squat from here. So a nice mobility, dynamic movement. You can choose just to roll onto your seat. So we're going to go back, do a couple of these, or choose to stay still. I'm going to go back again. From here, I'm going to bring this into a pistol squat as a challenge with my right foot. Gonna do this 3 times. So find your variation, find your movement here that can kind of reciprocate. If you just want to do pistol squats instead of this dynamic movement, just do pistol squats. Maybe you just want to stay in your shoulder stand, just stay in your shoulder stand. So take this time to play, reset, maybe just drink some water. You can also take a child's pose, rep out some crunches. So I'm going to do 3 of these pistol squats on the right side, left side, because I did it on the right side, so now I have to do it on the left side. And one more. All right. So free play is over. We're gonna go ahead, just take a moment to reset. We're gonna bring it back into a plank. So while we kind of have that core engaged, we're going to more of a static kind of hold strength. So we really went dynamic. Now we're going to really focus on our flexion. So just have that nice high plank. Press back through the heels, round through the shoulders and that scapula. We're going to lower this to a low plank. Go onto the tips of your toes, send that weight forward, and slowly lower. Hover here. And if you can, explosively push up. Hold for a little bit. Find the space to breathe. Ease and effort. You're going to lower again, very slow. Hold again. And press yourself up. And one more time, lower. So breathe through this strength. And press yourself up. Into your down dog. Big exhale. Reset pose. We're going to go ahead, lower down to our knees and find our way onto our seat. Nice big exhale. Go ahead, lengthen those legs. And from here, we're going to go ahead and do some presses. So it's going to be low core and that scapula area. So it's going to be really foundational to a lot of our presses and our handstands and versions in yoga. So you can see that I'm really pressing down through my shoulders, creating space. I'm a little bit on the tips of my fingers. So you can take a block or a couple books here. See if you can lift up those heels. If not, maybe lift one heel and then the other. Keep both heels down. It's up to you. So moving on from that, we'll return to it in a little bit. We're going to take a reverse plank. So we want fingertips facing forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and pick those hips up. Really strong in that posterior. Chin in towards the chest or relax that all the way back. Slowly lower those hips down. Reset. We're going to go ahead again. Reverse plank. Pick the hips up. Find the strength in that posterior. And now we're going to thread the hips through into that press. So drag those heels. Press down through the shoulders. Pick up through that core. Go ahead. We're going to do it again. So get yourself set up for that reverse plank. When you're ready, pick yourself up. Drag those heels when you're ready. And find that press. Go ahead, relax. Awesome. So we're going to go into this deer pose, kind of creating a pin with your legs. You see my right shin is parallel to the front. My left shin is parallel to my side. Sitting squarely onto those hips, we're going to open up that right outer hip. Inhale those arms up. Exhale into a forward fold. Slowly press yourself all the way up. We're going to twist to the right as far as you can. Lift that left arm up as you inhale and exhale. Twist, 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 and fold. So it's kind of an awkward pose, but it hits so many different areas. So kind of take a moment to find your position. If you need to, you could bring that left shoulder on a book or a pillow or something. So just hold here and breathe. And slowly release. Inhale, pick that left arm up. Bring the left hand behind, so maybe both of your pinkies are touching. Squeeze your shoulders together and open up that chest here. We're going to go ahead and extend that left leg out to the side. Toes are facing the front. Pick up those hips. Reach that left arm back. Drop the head, drop the shoulders. Open up through those hips. Exhale, so they release all the way back down to the floor. We're going to go ahead and switch this pinwheel or this deer pose. So left shin is in front, right shin is parallel to the side. Inhale, lengthen first, and exhale, release everything and fold. So it's these passive poses that can sometimes be difficult, resting and finding stillness. We're already out of this. This one isn't too bad. I guess we're not out of it. Hang tight. Alright, go ahead. Slowly press yourself up. We're going to twist ourselves over to this left side. Now get that initial twist first. That'll really help. Open up that right arm and again, thread the needle here. bringing that chest down and breathing into this opening, relaxing any tension you might be holding. So this is a passive pose. Any kind of muscular tension you want to let go. Take a nice big inhale, nice big exhale, and we'll slowly release as you inhale, picking yourself all the way back up and extend both legs straight forward. And we're gonna bring the hands behind us, fingertips facing the back, and go into a rack pose. Keep those arms nice and straight and walk them as far back as you can. Keep the chin in towards the chest. So we're stretching into that pectoral minor. Slowly release, bring yourself all the way back up. Extend the legs, inhale, lengthen, open up your hamstrings, take a forward fold. Again, passive pose. We're right about the end of this practice. So we're just moving to these restorative poses. We're going to go into some twists. Lay down onto your back. You're going to hug the knees in towards your chest. Drop that left leg down. Keep the right knee in and twist that right knee over to the left side. You want to try to keep those shoulder blades onto the mat. Breathe through that twist. Go ahead and inhale back in towards the center. We're going to go ahead and bring the left leg in towards the chest. And exhale, take your twist. We're going to move into the closing pose. Hug the knees in towards your chest. You'll exhale, so release everything. Just want to say thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you have a great rest of your day.